Good evening, guys, and oh my goodness, my hair is crazy. I'm standing in front of the fan right now, and the windows are open, and the wind is blowing in from every direction right now, and yeah, it is really crazy. Happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. I am getting ready. Oh my gosh, and it's in my eyes too. Like, I can't. Ugh. Anyways, happy Monday. Happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. Also, I don't know if the audio is like gonna keep picking up the fan right now. It is hot out today, guys. It was like 80 or 82 degrees or something like that today. It was pretty unbearable. Like, it was bad not having the air conditioning on yet. Actually, it wasn't that unbearable, honestly. Like, I have, like I said, both my windows open. There's a really nice breeze, and I have my fan, plus I'm in shorts and tank top, so like, I'm not really hot. I genuinely though feel bad for the dogs. Both dogs have come in my room today and just sprawled out on the carpet, which they don't do. Like, even too, Charlie at one point was laying in his bed on the floor, and he wouldn't lay in it, like curl up. He was like laying like spread out like across it, because it was like so uncomfortable and like hot. And I was like, I feel so bad for them. Like, Bliss actually has been pretty much fine. Like, it doesn't seem, I mean, I wouldn't say it's not affecting her, but like, she just isn't being dramatic about it, unlike these two are. Like, you know, he's like, Kayla, you don't understand how hot it is when you're wearing a fur coat. You say we're being dramatic. Anyways, so yeah, it's been really hot out though today, guys. Although, even though it's been hot, I did dishes, I did laundry, I cooked. Honestly, the most unbearable part of today, genuinely, I think, was actually me cooking dinner, because I cooked in the oven. My plan was actually to grill today, because I knew it was going to be hot, and again, what better way than to not make the inside of the house hot than, you know, it's cooking outside. So that was the plan. But my dad had like 2 things going on after work, and I was like, yeah, we're probably not going to be able to swing that and be able to grill. So I think we're going to try on Wednesday. However, I think it's supposed to be cold, not super cold, but much cooler on Wednesday. Tomorrow I think it's going to be pretty warm, but not as hot as today. And then it is going to rain, I think, and then like cool down. But then I think it's only going to be cool for like a few days, and like cool like 50s, maybe 60s or so, and then it's supposed to get really warm again and be like in the 70s, I think almost 80s or something like that, like maybe next week-ish possibly, or something along those lines. So yeah, it's, oh my goodness, guys. The fan is so nice, but it has been really hot. And again too, the hottest point was actually like when I would open up the oven and putting like dinner in, and you know, like taking it out. Like, that was the worst part of today, honestly. But overall, again too, like Jack even said too, he's like, oh, your room's a lot cooler than mine. And I was like, honestly, it's probably because I got both, you know, windows covered, not covered, but I got both windows uncovered. I got them both open, plus the fan. So the fan in here is, you know, rotating the air around. And then I think too, because it's so breezy and it's super windy outside, I think that it's blowing all of the, you know, like hopefully a lot of cool air in here. So I did have my window open too when I went to bed last night, so it kind of cooled off like overnight, and then in the morning it was not too bad, and like during the day then it started getting really warm in the evening. But you know, it wasn't too bad. Like I said, overall it was manageable. But and then tomorrow, like, and that's the thing too, it's like, do you really want to turn the air conditioning on for like one day where it's going to be like that? And then again, tomorrow's going to be kind of warm, and then it's going to go back to being cold. So it's like, yeah, we can just, you know, like some of these days are like kind of the days that like I like, you know, where it's like we have like really warm weather, and it's like, yeah, gotta have the windows open, gotta have the fans on, like all that kind of stuff. Like, I honestly am not too bothered by the hot weather. I wouldn't say I love it, but I don't hate it either. Like, again, too, the humidity I feel like is kind of the worst part when it gets hot out. Like 80, 90 degrees in the middle of June, July, August feels a lot different than like 80 degrees right now, because it is, you know, there's not as much humidity, honestly. It's not too humid compared to, especially to, well, like, again, the later months of summer and stuff like that. It gets really humid. So that's like just the stickiness and everything like that I can't stand, honestly. Like like I said, I love the heat, but I do not like the humidity. Like, it gets so, like, I can't breathe. Like, it's so sticky, like that thick air kind of, you know. So I much rather have like a dry heat. Like, if I had to live somewhere, it would honestly probably be desert-y conditions. Like, I would probably be more of a Southwest girl than like a Southern girl. Like, I can't deal with that humidity. It's just, you know, and again too, I can't deal with the humidity because I like the heat. So I like it when it's hot, but when it's hot and sticky, no, that's a different kind of hot. I don't like that. But, you know, so like right now, I'm like, oh, this is so comfortable. Like, I like, you know, again, too, the hot weather and the you know, the warm air, and, you know, too, when it's, you know, and it's not dry, but it's not really humid out, so I don't feel sticky and gross and stuff like that. Although, again, too, because I was up and I got a lot of stuff done for today, and again, there's no air conditioning, so it wasn't really like, oh, you know, again, too, got a whole bunch of stuff done and now I can go cool down. It was like, yeah, it really wasn't any cooler doing the activities, and then, like, you know, like, again, too, doing stuff in the summer, and then you're like, okay, now you can go in the air conditioning. It was like, yeah, but we didn't have the air conditioning on. So, because from doing everything I just got, you know, like, again, I was doing the dishes, I was cooking, I was, you know, doing the laundry and all that kind of stuff, and just like, I had to just kind of like sit down and then eventually sitting in front of the fan for a little while. Like, I cooled down. That's kind of how I had to cool down, instead of, like I said, when you do in the summer have the air conditioning on, even if it's hot and humid and stuff like that, like, at least you're like, oh, I can go back in the air conditioning after a while. But like I said, that's why I kind of feel bad for the dogs, because either way, it's still hot out for them because they've got fur coats on, and honestly, it's like, I'm like, oh, I'm kind of comfortable, you know. I'm like, I feel like they're not that comfortable. They're hot, but they're not like walking around panting, and they have water and everything like that too. They're fine. They're dog. You're a dog, right? You're fine. You just were being a little dramatic earlier, like, wow, Kayla, it's really hot in here. It was just like, and the funny thing is too, I think they both knew that my fan was on, so that's why they came in here, so that they could like lay in front of it, and like, you know, they just like sprawled out on the floor. But at it's better on the bed because the fan hits them on the bed. And look at like this one over here. He's just like snuggled up and sleeping on top of all of my pillows and blankets where he's not supposed to be. It's like, Kayla, but it's so hot. Like, his ears are warm. I'm like, oh, poor buddy. Either way, though, I'm going to take a shower and get to bed. I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So, bye, guys.